Hello, sellers. I'm excited to be back on stage with my colleague, Stuart Reichenbach. Hi, Stuart.
Hi, Vridi.
And to welcome Dana Crawford of Power Selling Mom and Akil McLeod of the Dapper Advisor Boutique to the eBay Open stage. Welcome.
Thanks
Thank
for having
you
us.
for having us.
Well, thank you for being here with us. I'd love to start by learning a little more about your businesses. Dana, should we start with you?
Oh, thank you. Yes, I've been an eBay seller since 1997, and in 1998, I started doing consignment business. And then in 2007, I launched Power Selling Mom, and Power Selling Mom became a website for me to teach people how to sell on eBay and also how to do consignment selling so that people could become consignment sellers. And then 5 years ago, I was offered a position at WorthPoint. And WorthPoint is a resource tool for identifying and valuing art, antiques, collectibles. And they asked me to lead up their treasure hunts around the country. So I get to travel and do what I love to do most, and that's teach eBay and share what I've learned over the years on selling. And then a few years ago, I launched my podcast called Flip It or Skip It. And I have a co-host, Wayne Jordan. He's a retired auctioneer. And together we share items that people can flip on eBay or they could skip and not invest in. And besides all that, I'm still a full-time eBay seller all these decades.
Thank you, Dana. I love the name of your podcast.
Thank you.
Akil, would love to hear a little more about your business from you.
Yeah, so the Dapper Advisor Boutique is started in 2000. Well, I started selling on eBay in 2008, and I became a full-time seller 5 years ago. That transition happened mainly because I quit my job in higher education, and I was trying to just find something to basically just make ends meet. The goal was never really to be a full-time seller, but I just fell in love with it and just kept pushing and kept making progress ever since.
Akil, we had a chance to talk earlier, and you were talking about how your business started basically in men's fashion, and clearly you've got the business. You look great today.
Thank you, thank you.
You talked a little bit about how you had to pivot a little bit during the pandemic, though. Can you talk to us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so when I first started selling on eBay, I was buying and selling shoes back in 2008, and then about 5 years ago, I started selling out of my closet. So I had a lot of dress shoes, a lot of dress shirts, and suits and ties. And I was just starting to sell a lot of those types of items. And anytime I would go to different stores, anytime I found something that may not have been in my size, but it was my style, I would still grab it and try to flip it for a profit. And then from there, once the pandemic hit, I just had to continue to make different pivots because, a lot of the stores I was sourcing from, they just wasn't getting inventory. So I introduced a bunch of electronics and home goods and a little bit of everything,
Really exciting. The power of the platform is what you were able to leverage. Yep. Great.
Yep.
So we are super excited about what we're doing with eBay International Shipping. We're trying to make shipping internationally as easy as it is to ship domestically. Akil, we know that you ship about 15 to 20% of your business internationally. You've already taken advantage of some of our programs like the Global Shipping Program, eBay International Standard Delivery. Hopefully you're excited about what you've heard about eBay International Shipping. Can you tell us, how do you think this new program is going to really help accelerate your business?
I think it's going to do wonders for the business. I think I'll start making more international sales. I think one of the biggest things is just the fact that since I do sell clothing and electronics, during the winter months and basically during the summer months, I don't get a ton of sales for outerwear and boots. So I think that'll really open it up, especially since places like Australia, their summers are winters. So I'd be able to just capitalize on a different market there too.
It's really great. 138 million buyers worldwide, the eBay platform. And we're hoping the simplicity of this program, you list it, you sell it, and you ship it up domestically, does exactly that. Opens up an incredible market for you and your business. Dan, if we can switch over to you for a minute. We know sellers are often a little nervous about selling internationally because of shipping. You've got a podcast, you've been a long seller. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience shipping internationally and why you're excited about eBay International Shipping?
Well, I think this change in the program is going to make it a lot easier for sellers to be more confident, because a lot of sellers are afraid of shipping anyhow. And eBay has simplified the system so much that they've taken it up a notch with the international shipping. And I think that now it's going to become much easier, where sellers can feel more confident and buyers can be more confident no matter where they live in the world.
Great, great. We were talking earlier, you've got a unique product that you sell, right?
Yes.
Kate Middleton.
Yes.
And maybe you can tell everyone about that and about, I mean, it's an international sale for you,
Yes,
right? So we think
always.
about returns in this case and how we're simplifying returns, sold to sold. Just talk a little bit about your business
Yes.
in that regard.
Well, I have, as a consignment seller, I have a client that ships her items to me that are all Kate Middleton styles. And the percentage of people that buy them are from England, the UK, Ireland, outside of the US, and so they are international sales. And I've had a few people, you know, say, well, can you lower the price? And of course I can't do that, but I would be more confident now that they're going to see a lower price on their end. So I'm excited that now I'm going to have more international sales to top it off.
Right. That's great. We are reducing the overall cost, both buyers and sellers, with this new service, the sold to sold concept. So we're really excited about it. Great to hear you guys are as well. And you talked about getting to maybe one of our domestic hubs to talk about
I'd love
your
to.
podcast. Maybe we'll see if we can do that.
Yes,
It'd be
thank
fun.
you.
Absolutely.
Great. So Dana and Akil, eBay's mission is connecting communities and creating economic opportunity for all. Dana, I'd love for you to speak to us about a little bit about the story behind Power Selling Moms, as we were exchanging notes earlier. As a mom and a woman, I think your story, I found it incredibly inspiring, and it really, to me, it brought to life the mission and purpose for this company.
Oh, thank you. Well, eBay opened up such a wonderful opportunity for me at a time in my life that I was a single mom, 3 kids, 3 jobs, and I was able to quit all 3 of my jobs and have the confidence to do eBay full time. And it's scary when you're trying to make ends meet. So Power Selling Mom came into play because I loved helping other moms feel that they could do the same. And I wanted to be that role model where I could reach out and teach them the tricks of the trade and hold their hand, so to speak. Then I started also teaching dads, so Power Selling Dads came into play, and Power Selling Mom just grew from there. And I just fell in love with teaching eBay, and I'm passionate about it anyhow. So it just is rewarding for me to see people succeed and get excited like I do.
Dana, thank you so much for sharing that. It's lovely to see how it sounds like your passion, purpose, and work all coming together, and eBay being able to play a role in supporting that journey. It's incredible.
Thank you.
Well, so switching gears to payments, we know our sellers' desire for flexibility, control, and efficiency when it comes to getting paid on eBay. We have been investing in our payments platform and experiences to help make it easier for sellers to manage their money on eBay. Today, as Stuart mentioned, our platform serves millions of buyers and sellers across 190 global markets while processing billions of dollars in payments volume. So Dana, first, I'd like to thank you for being here and for your partnership and support. As you know, this year, we have announced several new payout options and schedules to put even more control in the hands of our sellers. These options include biweekly and monthly payout schedules, online on-demand payouts to bank accounts, and now on-demand payouts to debit cards. And I'm particularly excited about this last option because it allows sellers to receive their funds from eBay within 30 minutes or less for a fee. So Dana, I'd love to hear from you how some of these new payout options and schedules might help your business.
Great. Well, I think that especially as a treasure hunt seller, when I'm out treasure hunting, and many times I'll run across something and I may not have enough cash in my pocket. So it'll be nice to know that I can have my debit card and probably go through an app and transfer the funds to my debit card and know that it's going to be there in 30 minutes and I can go back and pay for the item that I've spotted while treasure hunting. So I can really see the value in that.
Thank you, Dana. Akil, how about you?
Yeah, same thing here. I think it's going to be really good especially for those that aren't necessarily comfortable using credit cards and stuff like that. I think it'll give those people a good opportunity to just reinvest in their business and have that cash on hand just in case they are sightseeing or, they may be even on vacation and make a quick stop and they see something, they'll have the money to go ahead and grab it.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that. So let me ask you a question. What was the last thing you bought on eBay, Dana?
I actually bought this blouse.
Lovely. Well, it's great.
Thanks.
Akil, how about you?
I get a little bit of everything on eBay, so it was probably some face moisturizer or something like that.
Ah, interesting. Well, I'm really excited to share that recently we also introduced the ability for sellers to use their eBay earnings to shop on eBay or to cover selling costs. And we launched this new feature based on feedback that we heard from our sellers. As similar to you, a vast majority of our sellers also happen to shop on eBay. We do plan to continue expanding this capability throughout our US seller base during the course of this year. So with that, I will probably hand it over to Stuart on additional questions.
I'm curious, when you think about this mix between kind of domestic selling and domestic shipping and international, is there one area that really concerns you in the shipping space that we haven't talked about today?
I'm just curious if you're going to be opening up more countries. Like, how many countries do we have now?
Right, so continuing to expand. 190 countries around the world and 138 million buyers.
Seems like just yesterday it was 69.
Right, have to be global.
Yeah.
Have to be global. Yeah.
That's great.
Yep, good. Akil, anything on your end?
No, nothing I could think of now. I'm more so just excited that my products will be in front of more people,
That's
and
right.
I think I'm excited to see that uptick in sales. That's
Great.
what I'm more excited
Great.
about. Yeah.
Well,
Now,
guys,
is this something people will opt into? They will opt in?
this is something that we're going to migrate sellers into the program.
Okay.
So they'll be introduced to it, and then we'll kind of control as we bring sellers into it.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Guys, we want to thank you both so much for
Thank
being
you.
here. Thank you for being wonderful sellers, for talking with the community about what you're hearing about this week and the things that we're going to be doing into the future. So
Okay.
thanks so much.
No
Keep up
problem.
the good
Thank
work.
you.
Much.
You guys.
Thank you.